Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Koopzilla, and this is another StarCraft 2 production. I am so happy to be casting this. This is game number 2 in the series between, let's bring up the names, Kaboo, Drewbie, and DeMuslim. We have Team Evil Geniuses versus Team, oh crap, what's his name? What's the name of their team? Is it Colossal? Colossus? No. Oh, I always forget. Suck! I hate it when I forget things like that. Gosh dang it. I can't remember. It's not Colonel. It's definitely not Colonel. Colossal. Whatever. Sorry, people. Let's get everyone on there. There we go. So, I'm going to spoil the game number 1 just in case you didn't watch it. If you haven't, go watch it, might as well. It's fun, people! Drewbie, was pretty equal in macro with DeMuslim, and decided to push out first with 2 Thors versus DeMuslim having a few more tanks. Was able to get a little bit of a flank and take out DeMuslim's 3rd base. When that happened, DeMuslim kind of unsieged and moved away. No. DeMuslim moved in and killed all of Drewbie's tanks, but in the meantime, Drewbie had moved up with a new rally of tanks and sieged, so as DeMuslim pulled back to his main base, Drewbie's forces took out all of DeMuslim's tanks, and also some Hellion harassment was able to force DeMuslim into a GG. So that was a recap of game number 1. This is game number 2. This is a strange map. I've never played on it because I think it's an MLG map. Well, I know it's an MLG map. But has like a funny name like Shark Point or something strange like that. But this is a, since it's from the tournament, MLG uses their own maps and GSL also uses them. So, it's a tournament style map, and so it's not one of the normal ladder maps. So it's kind of fun to see it. We could kind of do a little bit of a tour at first. We do see that their main base, I can't really see anything. So dark! My monitor's horrible blue. Well, we do see their natural is kind of down here. A couple of different ways leading into the base. We see some tall grass over here, as well as a choke point over here, and that leads into a 3rd. So that's the same for both players. Just one is kind of like Zerg, and one is kind of like jungle. What is this, like lava pits or something? You can see the earth foaming, trying to spew up right next to the Scantipede. What's up with Blizzard naming things like Leote and Scantipede? Why don't you come up with something like super creative instead of Scantipede and Leote? Stupid little bug. Wouldn't you hate to find a Scantipede in your room, crawling on you at night? Oh my gosh, and look how big it is. It's a freaking bug, but it's like bigger than the Marines. And they don't care. I guess it's a stupid bug, because Zergs are kind of like bugs too. Or are they more like cows or something, because they're leathery? Who cares? Or maybe like a reptile. I don't know. I just don't know. And it doesn't really matter either. I'm just trying to fill the time as these 2 players macro up. Let's just speed it up. I hope no one's opposed to this. I'm just going to speed it up till something happens, or until we see something a little bit different. As soon as a player pushes out, I will slow it down. But in the meantime, oh! I see push. No, just macroing a little bit more. We do see Drewbie getting his natural a little bit sooner. Drewbie is also scouting away with a few Hellions, and what is that? Well, it looks red on the mini map. Anyways, a few Hellions out here grabbing the watchtower. That's always good. And a dropship coming through might be able to pick up these Hellions. I'm not exactly sure. It doesn't look like anything's inside of them. Not sure what's going on. Okay, here we go. The Hellions are moving up. Probably going to pick them up and drop them off in the mineral line. This could be excellent play from Drewbie. I'm sure that DeMuslim will be able to defend against it, but since he is just barely building this bunker, and he does have, whoa, look at all of those Marauders. Only 3 Marauders and quite a bit of Marines. So as long as he's paying attention, he'll be able to take this force out very quickly. And before even the first minerals are mined, they have to be pulled away, the SCVs, and both of these will get taken out. And if you're not careful, so will the medevac, but it stays alive. Yum. Oh yeah. So Drewbie doing a little bit of damage. I think he might have killed one worker. One worker kill. The only killed thing of the game so far. And we see maybe the same sort of idea going for DeMuslim. They are Terran. They are pro quality, so they do think alike. That's how they got there. To the top, baby. And so we see quite a formidable force moving out for DeMuslim. What the hell is that? Okay. And we see some siege tanks. I don't think siege tech, it's on the way, but it's not going to be finished by the time DeMuslim makes it to the base. We do see a bunker and a Raven. That will help against the Marauders. But I don't think Drewbie has enough for this. He's probably going to get taken out pretty bad. The siege tech is a long ways away from finishing. Moving in, doing some Somerset micro. A point of French goes down to prevent any of the Marauders. The Hellions trying to get some good shots off the Marines and doing quite a bit of damage. And DeMuslim gets away with all of his units. Did he lose anything? I think he lost about 6 Marines, looks like. But no damage was done to Drewbie. You see that? Oh, never mind. So a lot of units were killed for Drewbie, but some of those were the Hellions before. But we do see reinforcements coming. Another dropship, a little bit more Marauders, and quite a few Marines. That point of French zone will be excellent in preventing any of those Marauders from shooting. You see it just zapping the Marauders away. And siege mode is finished. Sieging up right now, getting a one good shot off. Oh, careful. This is this. Oh, there we go. That's the line I'm looking for. I had this clicked. I wanted that clicked. So you see there's a line right about here that DeMuslim does not want to cross with his units. They're all ground units. They're all in the yellow, some in the orange. And I think Drewbie's going to be able to hold this off. That was just excellent timing. Pretty lucky, in my opinion, that it was able to finish just before reinforcements were coming back. Drewbie was able to hold off that initial push just long enough so he can get his third going and his siege mode finished. And now DeMuslim is sitting, looks like he's still trying to put on quite a bit of pressure, reinforcing with a little bit more. And Drewbie, in the meantime, is just getting some good scouts off, making sure nothing is fishy is going on. It's a barracks floating in the meantime. And this is full, and this is trapped. All 3 of those Hellions go down. And now Drewbie is pushing out. As you can see from the minimap, DeMuslim is moving away, and it gives Drewbie a chance to move out. But he does see that it might not be the best idea. As look at that cool little thing, Naga Tower. It's like a little gateway. That's awesome. That's pretty freaking sweet, people. That one's blue and that one's red. It's so pretty. So we see, look at all these siege tanks. Let's pull up the units tab just to see what's going on. Compare the armies before they attack. A lot of Marauders. I've casted a game with TLO before where TLO just completely wipes out. No. One of them, I can't remember. TLO was in the game, but because of the Marauders, the siege tanks were basically null and void. And you see that there's, twice as many Marauders as there are siege tanks. And so siege tanks, with their slow DPS, aren't able to do that much damage. And so kind of baiting him aiding Drewbie in with some of his units and also his command center. The siege tanks are able to do quite a bit of damage. DeMuslim does have a siege tank of his own that gets taken out pretty quick. And now we see all the Marauders left. And he could stim and run in, but Drewbie sees everything that's going on with his Vikings, and none of these units can shoot up except for that one little dude. You ever watch Lag TV? I love those guys. And they call all the Marines Billy Jeans, Michael Jackson. So fun. So funny. So DeMuslim's kind of getting pushed back. We see that his units aren't that much. He has about the same supply, but I don't know where all of his supply is in. 3 tanks, 9 Marauders. Oh, that's where they are. They're all in Marines. So somewhere on the map, there's a lot of Marines, and that is kind of not so great against siege tanks and Hellions. We see a few Hellions, and they're 4. They do have the blue flame, and they go down pretty dang quick against them. So I'm not sure that DeMuslim has the right unit order, unit composition, I mean. But the Marauders, I think, are the key to victory. We do see a planetary fortress going down for the 3rd, both Terrans, as well as another command center being built for Drewbie. This could be... It looks like they might be going over here. Just seeing the barracks landed in maybe what might be DeMuslim's 4th. Drewbie might move out here, but we'll see when it happens. We see a lot of things, and we see. I'm saying we see a lot, and look at all these freaking siege tanks. Oh my gosh. So many siege tanks. So many siege tanks. And what do we see here? We might be seeing a little elevator lift. Great play, taking out this. Able to drop a few of these. If they siege up, they could be deadly. Sieged up. If this guy sieges up on the bottom. Siege up already, dang it. This tank might be getting taken out. He has 2 kills already. He does get taken out, but in the meantime, Weapons 3 is being killed. Ooh, and that little Viking goes down. Too bad. And now Drewbie's going to be able to move in and get quite a bit of kills, especially this Banshee. Going to get some good kills. Oh, bye-bye, Banshee. Bye-bye, Banshee. I have a nephew that I read him a little book one time, and it's like about trains or something, or cars, and every time the car goes out for town, it goes beep beep, bye bye car. That's what I say about units that die now. Beep beep, bye bye Banshee, bye bye Banshee. Okay, now that you're all thoroughly freaked out by me, we do see Drewbie's a little bit ahead of supply. This command center might get taken out pretty easily, and Drewbie might be out of place. Look at all these SCVs. They're going to be going down pretty quick. Sieging up. Drewbie might just be SOL right now. Oh no. Moving out with all these tanks, but look, they are all unsieged. He's not going to be able to get a very good surround. DeMuslim is coming ahead in the supply, able to shell away at all these units. No! I'm dying over here. Oh no, there's not even sieged. But he does have the superior view just because of those Vikings. And oh my gosh, the forces of DeMuslim were able to take out. But just take a look at the supply count. DeMuslim is ahead in supply by 30. I don't know if Drewbie can come back from this. All the Vikings are going to go down, and now the blah 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 blah. Now the superior air control is been relinquished, and gold wants to go down, but DeMuslim knows about it. And look at the supply. Look at the supply. I think it could possibly be that DeMuslim has a lot more harvesters. He was able to do quite a bit of damage in that last little bit where he came here and was able to take out quite a bit of workers. And now it's just kind of a standoff. trying to move in, trying to get some superior air sightage, if that's a word. And both players throwing down a lot of scans. A planetary fortress is in the making. Oh, excuse me. The tickly throat, flame or something. What? It's like a bum's barrel that's on fire got out of control, as well as this little thing. And now we see DeMuslim using drop ships to get that at superior sight. And both players are just shelling away. But in the meantime, everybody look right here. DeMuslim is just macroing like a freaking boss. I don't really know what it is. It has to be that he just had his bases saturated when he needed to, and he didn't build any extra command centers. He just picked this one up and floated it overway. No, that's not true. Where is it? Where's his other command center? I guess it doesn't really matter. But we do see Drewbie getting some good shots off on some siege tanks, be able to pick off a few. And any siege tank that gets picked off is good play. This little tank is able to take out, but DeMuslim gets his tanks shot down. And Drewbie is just not macroing the best. Even though I thought it seemed like he was. It seemed like he had all the bases before DeMuslim did. And he still has more bases. We see 1, 2, 3, 4. Whereas DeMuslim has, oh, this base. I didn't even see it. That's where it was. That's where the main base went. And now the gold goes down. And so DeMuslim is up a base. Not gold. And we see quite a bit of minerals harvested though. Well, maybe not so much. But Drewbie was able to take a lot of minerals from that base. And in the meantime, DeMuslim is just going macro wild. So much units. You see, he's just kind of wiping the floor. I'm not sure really where it came through. If you wanna give me some ideas of where DeMuslim came in the lead, it might have been just that attack right here, taking out a lot of Drewbie's force, and he never really rebuilt his SCV count. Whereas DeMuslim's kept on climbing, and you know, 20 you see just how much more income DeMuslim has versus Drewbie, and they're both keeping their minerals down, so DeMuslim is spending all those extra minerals he's getting. And you see this stream of units just flowing over here, moving in for the kill. I don't even think he has to wait this long. It might just be because he's down one game and he doesn't want to lose this tournament, you know, and he's just taking his time, being very meticulous about it. And that's kind of the case with a lot of TBT games. It's all about meticulous work. It's not, unless you're watching maybe a TLO game or something crazy like that where they're throwing down nukes, it's not quick, but this game is over, people. We see the GG by Drewbie, and DeMuslim just completely wiped the floor with him. And so now the series is 1-1. We'll be moving into game number 3 to see who can take away the cheese. And by cheese, I mean the cake, cheesecake. Take away the cheesecake. Oh, yeah. So, thank you very much for watching. This has been Coopzilla signing out. GG.